The wealthy have a secret. They don't use their own money to get rich. Instead, they leverage other people's money, OPM, to build businesses, invest, and create wealth faster than they ever could alone. Want to know how? Here's how you can use OPM to grow your wealth strategically. 1. Business loans. Build a profitable business with OPM. Many of the world's biggest companies started with borrowed money. If you have a solid business idea, you don't need to wait until you have enough savings. You can use OPM to launch and scale quickly. Checkmark SBA loans and bank loans. The US Small Business Administration, SBA, and banks offer loans with low interest rates for startups and expanding businesses. Checkmark business credit cards. Used wisely, a 0% interest introductory credit card can fund early-stage expenses without immediate debt pressure. Checkmark angel investors and venture capital. If you have a scalable idea, investors may fund your business in exchange for equity. Lightbulb key takeaway: borrow smart. Use the money to build a business that generates revenue and pays back the loan without draining your own capital. 2. Real estate. Use OPM to buy properties and build wealth. Real estate is one of the easiest ways to use OPM to create long-term wealth. Many successful investors start with little to no money of their own. Checkmark mortgage loans. Banks will finance 80% or more of a property's value, letting you buy an appreciating asset with a small down payment. Checkmark rental income covers the loan. Buy rental properties where tenant payments cover the mortgage, taxes, and expenses, making it a self-sustaining investment. Checkmark BRRRR strategy. Buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. Investors buy undervalued properties, renovate them, rent them out, then refinance to pull out their original investment and repeat the process. Lightbulb key takeaway: smart investors let tenants pay down their mortgage while the property gains value, all using OPM. 3. Stock market. Invest using margin and leveraged accounts. Using OPM in the stock market can amplify your returns, but it comes with higher risk. Checkmark margin investing. Brokerage firms allow investors to borrow money to buy more stocks than they could with just their own capital. Checkmark options trading. Strategies like covered calls or leaps can use leverage to grow your portfolio faster. Checkmark dividend reinvestment with leverage. Some investors use borrowed funds to buy high dividend stocks, reinvest earnings, and accelerate growth. Warning, warning. Using OPM in the stock market requires expert knowledge. A downturn can magnify losses as quickly as it amplifies gains. Lightbulb key takeaway: if used wisely, margin and leverage can grow your portfolio faster, but don't overextend yourself. 4. Private lending. Use investors' money for high-return ventures. Not all OPM comes from banks. You can leverage private investors' money to finance real estate, startups, or other investments. Checkmark hard money loans. Real estate investors use private lenders instead of banks for fast cash deals. Checkmark peer-to-peer lending. Platforms like Fundrise or Prosper let you borrow from individuals for business or investment opportunities. Checkmark joint ventures. Partner with an investor who funds a deal while you manage it, splitting profits without needing your own cash. Lightbulb key takeaway: if you bring expertise to the table, people with money will fund your deals in exchange for a return. 5. Credit lines. Access funds for investments and cash flow. A business or personal line of credit gives you flexibility to invest in opportunities without draining savings. Checkmark home equity line of credit, HELOC. If you own property, you can borrow against your home's equity at low interest rates to reinvest. Checkmark business lines of credit. Great for covering inventory, expansion, or unexpected expenses without high interest loans. Checkmark credit arbitrage. Some investors take 0% interest credit card offers and invest the funds for higher returns before the promo period ends. Lightbulb key takeaway: a credit line keeps capital available when needed, but it should always be used responsibly. Final thoughts: OPM is a wealth building tool. If used wisely, checkmark invest in assets that grow and generate cash flow. Checkmark avoid bad debt, high interest credit cards for personal spending. Checkmark make sure your OPM strategy has a clear return. Right finger: the key to wealth isn't using your own money. It's using money wisely, whether it's yours or someone else's.